Yo guys, what's going on? Pretty frustrating morning. This is by the way, I'm live trading still. I might take another trade here. I'm just seeing going with the flow, seeing what happens. But I want to cover what happened so far this morning since market open, which was pretty frustrating. I'm over it now. It's been half an hour, maybe an hour now. So you know what? It's whatever. But I want to show you something, and I'll show you. Yeah, let me show you guys. So going into the day, my analysis, um, we had high time frame SMT, right? Hourly and 4 hour was showing this, probably the daily too. I don't know. Anyways, we had this SMT as well as this hourly gap. Now on ES, we didn't take out this low, okay? And then that's why there's an SMT there. So you can obviously use your head and you can imagine, right? This low got taken on NQ. So with that information, I'm looking at this, I'm saying, okay, we swept out a major low inside of a high time frame fair value gap, right? If I go to the hourly, and we had this hourly fair value gap that we tapped into and respected before. Now, when I say we swept this low, I'm talking about on NQ, right? So if I look at NQ, maybe NQ is the better pair to trade. I don't know. But we swept this low, right? We formed SMT. We held this high time frame fair value gap. This was I guess this was actually a 4 hour here. So we had the 4 hour. We held price in this really nicely. Also, there's the hourly too. So both the hourly and 4 hour are holding there. So we had our liquidity sweep inside of a high time frame fair value gap, right? With an SMT, high time frame SMT, not just some 1 minute or 5 minute. Then, as we scale down, or let me actually show you guys first. We had this BPR here for our first draw on liquidity, which was as far as I would have traded because it's an hourly, it's an inverse hourly and a regular hourly. You can see them, one here and then one here, and it lines up perfectly. So I didn't really want to see that inversed, but I mean price did anyway, but so I just honestly would have targeted the bottom of it. Now you're probably like, okay, well, why didn't you take this trade? This is where I'm sort of frustrated. Well, I'm frustrated with myself. So if you scale down to the 15 minute, you'll see, okay, boom, boom, we respect it, and then market opens, right? So scale down a bit further, 5 minute. We have this 5 minute gap here, which the body's held perfectly. Now, here is what my entry would be, right? This would have been 9 points. Here's the issue. Where do you put your stop loss in this scenario, right? Maybe, I guess you could put it under this inverse. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I guess okay, you could put it under this inverse. Fair enough. I was hesitant. I didn't enter on this candle. I don't know why. I don't quite remember. But after that, I remember I was trying to get a re-entry. And this is where this was just me being hesitant to enter. And, I had a perfect setup here. But what worried me the whole time while I'm trying to get a re-entry on these candles is that I really felt like price was going to retrace a bit lower from this big candle and then displace higher. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case today. We just had super bullish price action after market open. So, it is what it is, I guess. But there was so many points I could have got a re-entry. I could have got a re-entry, you see on the 1 minute here. I could have got a re-entry on this candle when we tap back into the inverse. Could have got it on this, right? Now, obviously, it gets to a point where you have to, okay, well, what's my risk here? And that was a big reason why I didn't re-enter on a lot of these re-entries. So you have another one. Okay, well, let's just wait till if price retraces into this inverse, then I'm gonna enter, right? It's a nice 3-to-1 RR, targeting almost 10 points, only risking 3 points. So it's like, okay, beauty. And I didn't set a limit order. and I didn't enter when it tapped back here, right? So that's just me being hesitant to enter. Um, Now, my whole thought process isn't like my thought process here is that I think price is going to retrace somewhere down here first before it displaces, but that just wasn't the case today. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. It's really unfortunate. It really sucks because this would have been my trade today. I would have been off the charts only 13 minutes into market open. Would have been done for the day. I don't know how much money I would have made on this. Obviously, that's not what I should focus on, but it's nice to know. I'll figure it out though. If I go, so that's a 9.75 points. I believe if you go and you times that by 4 and then times that by 12.50, $487. That doesn't seem right. I feel like I would make more than that. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. It was 39 ticks. So, yeah, I guess it. Yeah, I guess. Okay. I thought that would have been a bigger move, to be honest, but okay. But yeah. Now, obviously, you could have targeted these equal highs up here, whatever, like these equal highs. You could have targeted the consequent encroachment of this BPR. If you were, I don't know, if you trade like this, I mean, you could have fucking targeted this daily, or I mean, this weekly gap, right? Obviously, that's an exaggeration because if you're catching trades like these, man, that's insane. But yeah. So, there's still lots of time to trade, but um I don't know. This big displacement, there's probably going to be a lot of chop for the rest of the day. I think price is just going to go higher. I think it's going to take out this buy side. And then at that point, we're trading inside of this weekly gap. Here's the high of it right here. So I'm kind of in a spot right now where I'm like, okay, well, I'm not totally sure what to do here. So yeah, guys, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of wait this out and see what happens. But as you, oh my god, as you can see on the Fibonacci retracement, you can see that the 2 and 2.5, it's just around this buy side liquidity point. So that's why, obviously, for me, this is a super strong target. The only way I'd look to re-enter here is like, I don't know, if we get a sweep of this low or something, while also tapping into a PD array to go higher. Otherwise, I'm not interested. And ideally an SMT as well, because I don't know, man. Otherwise, I mean, I don't really see much else. Thing is, like, if I want to go long, like, I'd want to see let's come back into the premium of this ideally, or the discounted range, I mean. So I don't know. But, it's just frustrating. Like, all morning, way before market open, I was like, I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't know. I had to prepare myself that if this hourly got inverse, then I would adapt and change my bias. But this was just, it's just textbook. This is just a textbook forever model setup, and I'm really upset I didn't take that because the forever model is like definitely one of my favorite models to trade. I find it works the best, especially if it's if it really follows all the rules. It works so often, and it's just frustrating. Now, yeah, I could blame it on, okay, I didn't get a good entry, but I don't know. There were so many spots I felt like I could have entered. But the thing is, I wasn't willing to put my target inside of this BPR or even to the upside of it, because that's just not how I trade. I don't want to. I don't know if price is gonna just hit this and go down, right? So, yeah, that was kind of my morning so far. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna pause this recording and see if I can see anything else within the next like hour, I'd say. If I don't, then I'll end up just trading PM session. I don't even know. Like, I'll probably go until about 8:45 a.m. and then if I don't see anything, I'll take a break and then come back during PM for like an hour and a half, and then that'll be that. And to be honest, I'd probably look for shorts because I mean that buy side's gonna get taken out without a doubt. So I don't know. But yeah, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this recording. We'll see if anything happens. All right, guys. I'm in a trade here. I don't know if this will play out, but we're gonna move stop to break even if we get there at these equal highs. So pretty early. This might not even play out. Who knows? Yeah, we just, bro, like, I don't even know, man. This silver bullet just played out so nicely, and of course I didn't enter, you know? Of course I didn't enter, right? So we'll see what happens with this one. We gotta hold this order block, though. If we don't, this is not gonna work out. Also, I just noticed it's so much easier to execute on TradingView here. Like, I don't even need to use my laptop anymore with Tradeovate. I can literally just go, uh, okay, no, I forget. Anyways, there was like a create new order button here. I just set a limit order and it just automatically set my TP and SL depending on where I adjusted this. Like, it's super sick, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna move my stop to break even early here. Move on to this gap here for now. Just like to minimize our risk. I don't want to see price come back down here. In fact, it can go in this at this low. I can't expect great price action though. You know, after taking out our major drawn liquidity. So, we'll see. This is a kind of like a smaller forever model. It's not a super high time frame PD right here, but it's still 15-minute created SMT, sup lows. So now we're just displacing higher. Ideally, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're holding this order block nicely, so hopefully this will work out. Alright, there's a really good chance we get stopped out here. It's only so it's like $250, I think. Maybe, I'm not even sure. Yep. And we're out there. Okay then. So we lost 130 there. I want to see how this 5-minute closes here. I'm not, you know, that sucks, but like, I'm not opposed to taking another trade. We're gonna see though. Okay, I think we're gonna get filled here, but I don't know. It's not really how I planned for this to go. So it might not go in our favor anymore. I'm gonna put this here.